Hi, Doug. Thanks for helping my project.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, Nathan?
Could you say a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hi. I'm 49 years old and been living in Houston since the fourth grade and work for the city of Houston as a water inspector and just love to fish, you know.
Well, did you know that NASA is planning to send astronauts back to the moon again for the first time since 1972?
I did not know that. Yeah, that's news to me. I thought we were going to Mars.
Oh, well, we thought it'd be good to go back to the moon first and then practice a little.
Yeah.
And then go to Mars.
Well, that's a good idea, actually, yeah, because I think maybe they need to skip from there to Mars.
Possibly.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
possibly,
there's water ice in the poles. Maybe that could be used for rocket fuel, and we can use that to get to Mars. Maybe cheaper. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe so. Now, where are we going back to the dark side of the moon, or are we going to go? Is that
Planning on the South Pole.
the South Pole? Because I heard the Chinese landed on the dark side of the moon.
They did. They landed a rover on the far side of the moon, and it's been operating, and they
Really?
even got some samples and brought them back to Earth.
No way.
Yeah,
really?
so-
I see. I didn't know that. Okay.
It's kind of neat. The first samples that have been returned to Earth from the moon since the 1970s.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Yeah, we got our rocks here, I guess. Huh?
Well, we do have some rocks. But what do you think about us going back to the moon?
Yeah, I'm all for it. Jeez, yeah, let's give it a shot. Jeez. Check on the flag. Make sure the flag's still there.
Now, from what we understand is that it would be completely white because apparently, the sun bleaches the flag. So it just.
Oh
It
yeah,
would be
if
just
it's,
a
if it's
white
still there,
flag.
yeah. I imagine we won't find it. It's probably covered with a bunch of moon dust.
Well, it's interesting to say that the first time we landed on the moon in Apollo 11, they put it a little bit too close to the lander, so whenever it went up, it knocked it over and did cover it with moon dust. But then the other ones, they got smarter and put it further away.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't get knocked over.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's. So you think we've gotten a lot better at landing on the moon? It should be a piece of cake now. I mean, because that movie scared the hell out of me.
Oh, which one? Apollo 13?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't think it's a piece of cake. I think everybody is really focused on trying to make sure they're safe. And
Yeah.
it's like, it
Well,
takes
we've got
a
much
lot.
better. We should have much better equipment now, so it should be a little easier, at least. Electronics and such.
The pictures should definitely be better. 4K versus.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what you would describe the previous moon pictures as, but
Well, I did like to see the. It's pretty cool watching the pictures of the rover on Mars. Because I watched it on The Big Bang Theory, of course. When they freaking landed the Mars rover deal, and I didn't really think it was real, or whatever. But I mean, I had heard it, but I didn't pay much attention. And then you start seeing the pictures going through, and like, wow, this is awesome. Yeah, it's actually Mars.
did you see the helicopter they put on Mars? The little drone. They have like a little flying.
No, I didn't see that. No way.
Yeah, they landed that last year, and it's
Holy cow! Really? It's awesome.
It's solar powered, so it flies for a few minutes, and then it sits down, recharges, and flies again.
Jeez.
Yeah.
See, I mean, personally, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to inhabit Mars because it's just the weather. It's like the heat and the crazy storms and
Well, the atmosphere is so thin, and it's freezing cold. You don't have water ice; you have dry ice. There, it's so cold. The
oh
carbon
my God,
dioxide.
it's super cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a cold issue, not a heat issue.
Yeah, it's a cold, thin atmosphere. You would definitely have to be inside like a spacesuit and
Yeah.
inside habitats to live there.
Yeah. It seems like we should find a different planet. But of course, that's what they're looking for, I guess.
Well, the thing is, if it's not in our solar system, then it's several light years away.
Light years away, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Not at least for us, right?
Unless we find a wormhole like they did in Interstellar, and we can magically
Right,
go
yeah.
someplace, but
And never come back.
you never go. I don't know.
Well, maybe, yeah, I guess, yeah. That'd be cool, yeah.
Talking about that, if it was safe and affordable, would you take a trip to space?
Yeah, I would, like the space station, or like the moon?
Well, I was going to ask you that next. How far would you go? Just like up and
Yeah.
down like one of these 15-minute suborbital flights, or would you go to the International Space Station? Would you go to the moon? Would you immigrate to Mars if they built a city there?
No, I would not do that. No, I would not do that. No, I would go to the space station and stay until the next ride came, I guess. Well, depending on if it was, how long it was, right? I mean,
You know, the Axiom 1
Yeah.
sent a group of 4 private astronauts up there just recently. They stayed
Yeah.
for, I think, like 12 or 13 days.
oh, they already came back.
Yeah, they already came back.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
short trip.
Oh, yeah, I'd do that for sure. Yeah, I mean, would you?
I mean, I would. Yeah.
Would you go to Mars?
I don't know. I think so. Maybe. I think it depends on what point in my life is. You know.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, later on, whenever you're like, let's go to Mars or go to the hospital, and
Oh, yeah.
why
for
not?
sure. Yeah.
What can I lose?
Yeah, but then you're not helping the mission, probably. You're not probably not. They probably want young guys who can actually help the mission, move forward.
Yeah,
But they can't expect to get that, right? Somebody's going to give up their whole life to go to Mars.
I think some people would actually do that.
You
though.
think? That sounds a
I think
little crazy.
they would regret doing it, but I think they
Right.
they-
Yeah, because, I mean, what's the plan for coming back, right?
they're planning to have trips both ways, you know.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a good plan. That's what you should have.
You know, it might take you, 4 or 5 years between the time you go from Earth to there and wait for Mars and Earth to get in the right orientation and come
Right.
back. And
Yeah. So you're talking about 10, 15 years minimum, right?
Well, I mean, maybe total of 4 years if you went. Like, I think it's like 6 months there, and then you're waiting a year and a half for like the 2 planets to realign, and then 6 months back. So.
Oh, well, that
Something
wouldn't be
like
too bad. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. I'd probably do that. Yeah, like you say, a little bit, later in life. Not right now, but yeah.
Yeah, but you got time just right. It can't be whenever you have trouble moving around and adjusting and
Yeah.
all this good stuff.
No, yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, man, for opening my mind up. There's a quote I heard from someone that education is the purpose of education is to light the fire.
Yes.
And it's a great quote because he was talking about like Keats, like the poets of the past used to be, all kind of fancy and was more girly, I guess. But then I guess he mentioned one guy, I don't really remember, but he also mentioned Keats, and he died at like 25, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's quoted so often. I thought he lived longer.
Yeah, but that was his quote. Is the purpose of education is to light the fire, and it does. When you start, because you're constantly studying stuff, trying to learn stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, good, man. That's a good deal.
Thank you.